Peeps are one of the most overrated candy in the history of candies.
Pure sugar.
You know what?
There's nothing wrong with it.
If Peeps made eggs, they'd make candy corn, and they'd both be the most overrated holiday
candy corn.
Candy corn's disgusting, Travis.
It's a fact of modern life. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, sooner or later someone will bring up Taylor Swift. It could be your barista, your boss, your grandma on Facebook, or the person next to you at the gym. It's like the weather, inescapable, sometimes tempestuous, and always a topic with new developments. But recently, as the world has watched the NFL with renewed curiosity, Taylor's name has been paired with another, Travis Kelce. The tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, mustachioed and larger than life, has become the center of a love story that feels both epic and deeply, disarmingly real. Did he really hand Taylor his phone number on a friendship bracelet at her concert? Did Taylor Swift, the woman who's written anthems for a generation, really write a song just for him? And what does it feel like to be on the receiving end of such public and profoundly private affection? Let's step inside the story and see why the world cannot look away. It began, like so many moments in pop culture, with a story so improbable it could only be true. Travis Kelce, already a star in his own right, attended Taylor's concert at Arrowhead Stadium. Armed literally with a friendship bracelet, an inside joke for Swifties who trade these tokens as a sign of allegiance, Travis had gone one step further. He put his phone number on his. The idea was wild, audacious, and wonderfully sincere. The rumor mill spun. Did he really? Would he actually give it to her? In a world where celebrity encounters are endlessly orchestrated, this felt almost old-fashioned. The football player shooting his shot, the pop star on the world's biggest stage. It was the sort of move you'd expect in a rom-com, not at an NFL stadium. And yet it worked. Not immediately, and not in the way anyone predicted. But somehow, through all the noise, Taylor noticed. And the story began. Fast forward 2 years. At a press conference surrounded by team logos and the click of cameras, Travis Kelce stood in a sharp black suit, looking more like a movie star than a football player. When asked about a recent memorable moment, he didn't hesitate. "Actually, Taylor just completely melted me last week," he said, a grin breaking through his usual bravado. "She gave me a gift for the second anniversary of my going to her concert at Arrowhead. That was the start of it all. It wasn't jewelry or a fancy watch. It was something infinitely more personal, a handcrafted album charting their journey together. Inside were tickets from that first show, secret snapshots, handwritten notes, lyrics scribbled just for him, and a video Taylor filmed of the first moment she saw Travis in a crowd of tens of thousands. On the first page, Taylor had written, "You didn't just bring your friendship bracelet to the show. You brought your heart, and I've never let it go since." Within minutes, clips of Travis recounting this gift rocketed across the internet. ESPN's headline said it all. Travis Kelce just melted America. And it was true. For a brief moment, even the most jaded sports fans felt something stir. The world loves a love story, but it loves a genuine one even more. It would be easy to see their relationship as a collision of supernovas, fame, talent, and charisma crashing together in a burst of tabloid headlines. But what makes Taylor and Travis' story remarkable is, paradoxically, its smallness. The details, the gestures, the quiet moments. Travis, asked what he cherishes most, didn't talk about glitz or glamour. "She remembers every little detail," he said. "Nothing flashy, but every little thing she does makes me feel like I'm the most special person in the world." And in that, there's a lesson. For all her stadium tours and chart-topping singles, Taylor Swift is someone who, at her core, writes about the details. The scarf left at someone's sister's house, the feeling of driving away from a first love, the quiet ache of late-night phone calls. And for Travis Kelce, she's turned that lens inward, capturing their lives not in headlines but in handwritten notes and home videos. Of course, the world wants more. What did the song sound like? What did she say in those lyrics? At a celebration in New York, a private gathering at their mansion, Taylor performed a ballad she'd never shared with anyone else. No clips leaked, no setlist circulated. For once, the moment belonged solely to them. It's an astonishing thing in the age of social media. A secret kept, a memory unshared. But according to those close to the couple, that's the point. For all their public personas, Taylor and Travis have managed to carve out a space that belongs only to them. Why do people care so much? Why does the Swift-Kelsey story dominate headlines and hashtags? Perhaps it's because, in a world where everything feels transactional and curated, their story feels refreshingly spontaneous. Two people from wildly different worlds, one from the glittering stages of pop music, the other from the bruising grind of professional football, finding common ground in friendship, risk, and vulnerability. It helps, of course, that both are at the top of their game. Taylor Swift's ability to command an audience is unparalleled. Travis Kelce's record-breaking performances have made him a legend on the field. But together, they remind us that even the most extraordinary lives are built on ordinary moments. A fan on Twitter put it best: Taylor Swift writes love songs for millions, but Travis Kelce is the only one who makes her write from the heart. I've never been happier for her. Part of the magic is that, even now, there are questions left unanswered. Did Travis ever really expect her to call? Did Taylor know how much that gesture would matter? Will the song she wrote ever be released? In an era of oversharing, there's something irresistible about a story that leaves room for imagination. For some, it's just a celebrity romance. But for others, it's proof that even in the glare of the spotlight, two people can find something real. It's a reminder that it's okay to take a chance, to be a little bit bold, to risk embarrassment for the possibility of connection. As Travis said himself, looking straight into the camera, "You know, I'm not always the best at expressing my feelings with words, but that gift, and you, is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you for always believing in me, for being there from the first concert to now." If there's one thing Taylor Swift has taught us, it's that every ending is just the setup for another verse. Maybe she'll write a song about Travis that the world gets to hear. Maybe he'll pull off another impossible play on the field this season, inspired by the woman in the box seats. Or maybe, just maybe, they'll keep building their story in the quiet moments the cameras never see. But for now, the world watches, waits, and wonders. Because sometimes, the best stories are the ones that are still being written, and the only thing anyone really wants to talk about is what will happen next. So whether you're a diehard Swiftie or a lifelong football fan, it's hard not to root for these two. After all, in a world that can feel cold and cynical, what could be more irresistible than a love story that's real? And if you're lucky enough to witness it, maybe you'll remember to bring your own friendship bracelet the next time you take a chance on something, or someone that matters. Because as Taylor wrote in that secret album, you never know when a simple gesture might change everything. And in that uncertainty, there's hope for all of us.
Too much people.